All right, boys, in this week's Showcase Sunday, we are going to be showcasing Summer Luvia and Rin. This unit is amazing. She is one of the best units from the Fate crossover. Extremely useful in nuke comps. That's their number one purpose, is nuke comps. And let's go over their kit real quick. So skill, increase arts gauge by 30. Arts, reduce allies' physical damage taken by 20% and enemies' physical res by 40%. So a little bit of DR here. And then True Art costs 30% of max HP, but increases all allies' physical damage by 220%. That is a huge physical damage buff. And then Super Art increases damage to enemy by 100%, reduces enemies' Earth res by 100% for 20 seconds when Summer Luvia and Rin is not in status ailment. So if you combine her with another Earth damage dealer, you can get some Earth res down and might be quite beneficial. But the real best part about her kit is right here in her passives. So she's got these two. They're nothing crazy, whatever. But this one right here. Swimsuit Mages of the Clock Tower. All allies arts gauge 200 up when near death. All allies damage taken 30% down when near death for 15 seconds. Okay. So whenever she becomes near death, everybody on the team is going to instantly get 200 arts. And that is ridiculous for nuking. It's so busted. And if you pair that with a certain equip called Divine Arachnid's Tears, you can make it so she gets the low HP immediately. Costs 99% of target's HP. This is best in slot on her almost all of the time. You can just throw it on her, and then immediately as you get in the fight, use a Blessed Necklace to make sure she doesn't die. And then Divine Arachnid's Tears, she procs her passive, the whole team gets 200 arts, and you have a ridiculously fast nuke. It's so busted. And with her on the team, you also have a 220% physical damage buff, or 100% res down and 100% earth res down. So, and after you use, maybe you use her True Art, after you use this, you can also use her art to get 20% physical DR. So she's extremely busted in nuke comps. And then for crests, I would say attack up and then arts gauge up is I would not recommend, because if you have the Divine Arachnid's Tears, she's going to be able to get to 300 instantly anyways. So the arts gauge up isn't really doing anything. So maybe player XP up, equip CT up. But if a crossover is around that has crests, I would recommend getting another damage up crest. So maybe crit damage up, something like that. Anything that gives them more damage is probably what you're going to want to go with. And then for her physical slot, probably just her true weapon, and then her heal slot, almost always going to be Blessed Necklace. And let's look at her animations real quick, because I don't really remember what they look like. So attack. I think she's throwing rocks. Wow. We went from 1 rock throw to 2. Art. This art, when I first saw it, it was funny. Why does it look like that? It's so silly. But True Art. Rin coming up, getting smacked in the face. Completely cooked by Luvia. Super Art. Throwing more rocks. Okay. So the animations, they're okay. This one, it's goofy. It looks goofy. But that's it for her kit and everything. Now, let's get into the showcase. So, every showcase video, we always do a Titan Roy fight. And if you have Summer Luvia and Rin, you can do something insane in the Titan Roy fight. Absolutely disgusting because of how good she is for nuking. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so here's the comp, and all we're going to do is use the Divine Arachnid's Tears right away, and then use all of our break equips, and blow up Titan Roy. Just real quick. Absolutely destroy this man. And there goes the first half of his HP. So the blue ones, you can just, if you break, you can just completely blow through them. And then this yellow one, you're going to get stuck at. And right after that, we're going to use her art so that we get a little bit of physical DR. And right here, we're going to use an Okarun Super Art. And just like that, boom. It's that simple with Summer Luvia and Rin. Easily the best nuking support in the game. It's not even close. That passive is absolutely disgusting. It's similar to a HK Roy Phantom Bullet, but you can just get it instantly if you have Divine Arachnid's Tears. The difference between this unit, if you have Divine Arachnid's Tears and don't, is it's insane. If you don't have Divine Arachnid's Tears, she's not nearly as good. But if you do have it, she is easily the best nuking support in the game. And you might ask, how do you get Divine Arachnid's Tears? It's just a Mines equip. So whenever Mines comes around, I'll go show you quick. Go to the town. We got Mines right over here. Boss list. Scroll down. Where is Omega Redacne? Right here. Divine Arachnid's Tears. Boom. So it's not that hard to get. You just got to kill her a couple times. Use lures, whatever. Whenever Mines comes around, try your best to get a Divine Arachnid's Tears. It's very good on Summer Luvia and Rin and FM Haruto. So, extremely busted. So good as a nuking support. And now, that was like, we usually never see any team comps kill Titan Roy that fast. Like, just being able to blow it up is so fun. But now we have a little bit more to go. We're going to do some Grand Crusade, just because Grand Crusade is just nuking over and over and over. And that is where Summer Luvia and Rin excels. So right here, we are just going to use my save load feature. GC2, load, boom. And just like that, we have our GC comp, auto advance. And we're just going to kill some mini bosses with Luvia and Rin. See how absolutely busted she is. So right here, we use Divine Arachnid's Tears. Everybody's arts gauge is immediately full. It's so busted. And mini boss, gone. And, we can just keep doing this over and over and over. I don't really use Summer Luvia and Rin in sustain comps, just because I have other units that just work better in sustain comps, but you can use her in a sustain comp if you want. She does have that DR. She has pretty good damage buffing. And then if you ever do get to low health, she can just be there to give the whole team arts gauge and try and help you survive. So she's not strictly nuking, but this is definitely her best use. She is the best nuking support in the game. So that's what I would use her for. I use her in a lot of nukes because she is absolutely insane. Alright, and this is going to be the last one we're going to do. Just quick, boom, boom, boom. Blow them up is not too complicated. And as I said before, you can use her in sustained fights. If you are going to do a sustained fight with her, you don't need Divine Arachnid's Tears. If you ever get to low HP, her passive will proc. Everybody will get DR and 200 arts, and then you can just use your other teammates like Shiro if he had no arts, and Summer Luvia and Rin got to low health. Boom, he gets 200 arts. Use his art, and then maybe use Phantom Bullet for HK Roy and heal the team to full. Overall, Summer Luvia and Rin is by far the best nuking support in the game. I absolutely love using them. And in terms of their crossover, they are one of the best units from the Fate crossover. And there's a reason that you see her on all of the leaderboards. If we go to the Titan Roy leaderboard, I think she's probably got all top 10 spots. Go here, their promise, and Hall of Fame. Okay, we have Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin. Oh, she's not on this one. Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin, Summer Luvia and Rin. Absolutely disgusting how broken she is in nuke comps. But yeah, that's really going to be it for Summer Luvia and Rin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. The link is in my channel description. And yeah, see ya!